You're listening to Finding Myself, the third chapter of this podcast by Ted. For the moments when silence speaks louder than words. What does it mean to miss someone? Have you ever missed someone without knowing why? Like you're just walking, the wind touches your skin, and suddenly a face appears in your mind. Someone you haven't talked to in years. Missing someone isn't always about heartbreak. Sometimes it's about presence, that specific kind of safety, warmth, or connection they gave you. And sometimes it's not even them you miss. It's who you were when they were around. It's strange. People say, "I miss you" so easily, but the feeling? It's layered. It's confusing. It's different for everyone. Sometimes it's loud. Other times, it's just a quiet ache, like a memory brushing against your heart. I can't really tell you exactly what it feels like to miss someone, because we all feel it in our own way. But I can tell you a story from today. It's June 13th, 2025, and this morning, I found out my dog, the one I've raised for 4 years, ran away. At first, I felt nothing. No shock, no anger, just silence. I pet my other dogs, noticed my mom hadn't been taking good care of them, but I said nothing. I just got into my car and drove home. I drove slowly, letting the wind hit my face, and somewhere in that silence, my chest started to feel heavy. One by one, memories of him came back. The first day I met him. The way he'd sit by me while I worked. The way he'd press his little paw against my hand if I ever forgot to pet him. The way he'd look at me, eyes full of trust, never leaving my side. And I cried. Not just because he was gone, but because I remembered how deeply he mattered. People say, it's just a dog, but if you've ever loved a pet, you know they're more than that. They're part of your daily life, your routine, your soul. And maybe this is what missing someone really feels like. Not just sadness, but a weight in your chest. A longing for moments you didn't realize mattered until they were gone. I realized then, if I ever get the chance to see him again, I'd pet his head a little longer. I'd say sorry for the times I scolded him. I'd hold him and just be there. Because missing someone means you once had something real, something honest, something that touched your life in ways you didn't fully understand until now. And after all of that, after the memories, the tears and the quiet longing, I sat alone and asked myself, was this pain something I needed to avoid, or something I needed to feel? That's when I remembered something Andrew Garfield once said. It was on Sesame Street, of all places. He was talking to Elmo, gently holding back his emotions, remembering his mom who had passed away. And he said something that stayed with me. Sadness is a gift. Not in a poetic, cliché kind of way, but in the truest, most human way. Because to miss someone is to remember them. It's to relive the warmth, the laughter, the ordinary days that somehow became sacred. It's to know that something or someone once mattered deeply to you. And sure, it hurts. But that ache means you loved. And love, even when it's gone, is still worth remembering. So maybe missing someone isn't something we need to fix. Maybe it's just something we need to honor. Memories shape us. They remind us who we've been and who we still are. So if today you find yourself missing someone, let yourself feel it. Don't run from it. Don't rush to fix it. Because sometimes that ache in your heart is proof that someone left a beautiful mark on your life. Thank you for listening to Finding Myself, the podcast for the quiet moments in your soul.